ranking your Fiverr gig on the first page and how I was able to make over $27,000 in 1 month. I'm gonna go exactly and show you my observations and what has been working well for me in order to rank my gigs, and also show you my analytics, my insights, and what's happening behind the scenes of my Fiverr business. So here, first of all, I want to show you my analytics, and as you can see, we have sales in the last month, $27,000 earned on Fiverr. If I go into my dashboard here as well, right now we are in July 24, we are at $22,000 earned in July. Most likely we're going to be very close to 30,000 this month. And right now, if I open up my gigs, I currently have 5 gigs. So these are my 5 gigs, and here I will show you as well how my profile looks. So here we have those 5 gigs. My main focus is Instagram growth. I do have 2 gigs for that, and then the rest gigs are content creation, content management, and another gig which combines all together. This is one thing to remember when you are trying to succeed on Fiverr. You definitely need to have multiple gigs. It's not about creating 20, 30 gigs, but you still need to have some sort of a logic behind your gigs. In my case, my clients can choose to go just for content, where I can create content and send it to them. Some clients prefer to have content and posting as well, so I will be taking care of the posting for them. And other clients prefer to do both, to do posting, content creation, and also maybe they're interested in growing their Instagram, so they want to go for that package as well. So let's go over my insights. So my biggest gig, which brought in total of almost $600,000 here. This is an Instagram growth gig, and as you can see, what's happening right now, which is very interesting. So if I go into the digital marketing category, then I click on the social media marketing, that's where my gigs are. If we're looking from the incognito first, the whole search page has been changed this year in 2024. Right now we can see Fiverr is pushing the agencies. This is the program they have. I decided to not go for it because I don't really see a big change in the agency program, and I can see that can impact me probably negatively as well. But look at here, for example, we have more agency listings. Right now, as you can see, I have my Instagram growth here. This is actually the ads, so they are showing more ads as well. So before it used to show 1 line of ads, now we can have first line of ads, here another line of ads, 2 lines of ads, 3 lines of ads, we have 4 and 5. So we have 5 sort of lines of ads that Fiverr is promoting other gigs. So that tells you first that it's a lot more competitive. And Fiverr wants you to pay to rank your gigs more and getting more visibility because they have a promoted gigs. If I go back to my here my promoted gigs, so like this, you can also see what's happening. I haven't checked actually this month, so it will be nice to see. You can see I have 5 gigs are promoting. Looks like a pretty good result. So we have spent $758 and we got in 3,000, almost 3,000 in sales, which is a little bit strange because my budget is $50. It's set at 50. Let's try to, okay, so we cannot set it more than 50. 50 is the maximum at the moment, but you can see for some reason it's not spending as much, right? And maybe it's going to spend a lot more in the last week, but who knows? Here you can see also spent about 1,369, got over 4,000. So the numbers are good. So that means you should not worry as much as before in terms of ranking your gigs with organic. So a lot of people say my gigs are not showing. If you compare Fiverr to Etsy, for example, on Etsy, you can also pay for it, and you can pay unlimited. And once you start paying, you will start to get visibility, you start to get clicks, you start to get sales as well. On Fiverr, they're still being protective. They give you this $50 cap per day that you can spend. They are also being careful as well which gigs they can promote, which gigs they don't promote, to make sure they have a control over this. So I think overall they are doing good, but they, as you can see before, it used to be one line that you can see. Now you can see 5 lines pretty much on each page, and this is not the only place. So they have other ways that they're trying to push your gigs as well. So very important to consider that. The next thing is, let's talk a little bit about this sort of a decline. Why I experienced decline? Very simple. Fiverr, like I assume any other platform, freelancing platform, does re-indexing gigs. So they're gonna eventually over time re-index the gigs, meaning that they will just, you know, kind of do this refresh, and then based on some metrics, your gig can be either on the first page or it can be on the second, third, fourth, and etc. So what I have seen, let's go over not 30 days, let's go over 3 months, for example, and let's go in this gig. So you can see, for example, here we are in May, right? And we see like a big increase of impressions, everything. Clicks are going up, impressions are going up. So we are almost at 10,000. This is actually in June, we're able to reach 10,000. Then what happens next? Next, I do remember this clearly because I do keep track of this. So I noticed my gigs went from the first page, which they were about, like now, for example, you can see it's on the first page. So they were, this gig was also on the first page, but then this gig went into the third, fourth page in this specifically social media marketing category. And immediately that's brought the impressions down. You can see on some days I'm, 5,000, less than 4,000. So it's definitely affecting this. It's definitely affecting, and I was like this for, for some time, for pretty much remainder of, for the whole of July, I was there. And then about 2-3 days ago, I suddenly started to be back again on the first page, and immediately that's just brought this up to impressions. So this surge does affect, of course, your rank, your impressions, your clicks, and you can always check this by, opening incognito and going and finding your gig there. So that's gonna always change, but this is not the only place your gig is ranked. So there are a lot of other ways, and I want to show you and go over what Fiverr is currently doing from what I'm seeing. The first, we have the category, so we covered that. The second, we have the keyword. So right now it's actually could be even more powerful. So we can say Instagram grow, for example, and you can see immediately gigs that are ranked for Instagram growth. So we have, again, the ads, we have the normal search, right? So you can see, for example, this is one of my competitors as well. There's other people who are sharing, and my gig is actually not there because this is not the keyword that usually is ranked for me, for my gig. If we do something like Instagram grow, we can see now I have my gig here. But this is actually also very interesting because you can see in the Instagram growth, my gig is there, but in the Instagram growth, my gig is not there, right? So that means it's a good idea to, to use these keywords. And to use these keywords, you can always go, for example, let's say if we go to one of my competitors, and this is actually another place where they have the gigs are ranked. So you can see they have related tags. So they have Instagram growth tag, right? Instagram grow is not there, and looks like Fiverr just ranked it the same. So as long as you have, so for example, in my case, I had Instagram grow. So like, let's open up my gig and just look at this. So you can see here, grow Instagram, right? Grow Instagram, Instagram grow. So this keyword is helping me ranked on this Instagram grow. But if I will just add Instagram growth, so if I do here, that will allow me to rank not only for Instagram growth, but also for Instagram grow, right? So this is just a sort of a tip. When you have, let's say your word is written like they have here, Instagram growth. So that means you can get ranked for this keyword, and you can also get ranked for the Instagram grow keyword, because somehow Fiverr is keeping track. So I'm going to be actually changing this for my gig, but this is just you know, a small tip which you might not realize how important is for the ranking, and that's reflecting on my rankings as well, because you can see Instagram growth, I'm not ranked. For Instagram grow, I am ranked. So keywords are extremely important, and you need to just kind of like do your own research and understand what is happening there. The next thing is seller gigs. So with the seller gigs, and you can see this example right here. So this is my competitor again, and when, you know, buyers, potential buyers are scrolling and looking at his packages, you know, basically here Fiverr is showing you recommended other sellers. And this is I mean, of course Fiverr will do that because they want to try for you to make a purchase. Even though maybe this service is not ideal, they still want you to, you know, to have maybe other options, and maybe you will consider other options. For them, it's not really about, let's say if you have 2 top-rated Fiverr sellers. For them, it's not really about if, you know, Fiverr prefer me or someone else who is the same on the Fiverr Pro side. They just want to make sure that the purchase occur, the purchase can happen. So that's why they're giving an option here. So maybe the buyer is on the fence with like, okay, I like this, but maybe it's too, in my case, my service is more expensive. So in this case, they're like, okay, let's go for my page, for example, here. You know, immediately here. So they're like, you know, oh, these packages are, we can also switch this to US dollars. So like this, it's more clear. So let's take a look. So they're like, okay, it starts from $140 and this seller is offering from $100. So, or, okay, this one is offering more, and this probably, yeah, very interesting actually. I think he increased his prices a lot recently, but yeah, so just was interesting to see. So you can see the pattern, right? They want to make sure that the purchase can happen. So they're giving you a Fiverr seller who can offer this for cheaper. They're giving a Fiverr seller who can maybe, you know, do it a little bit differently. So that is there as well. So these are the 3 places that we just looked and where you can also get ranked. Just remember about the keywords. Keywords are very important. Now, let's go for another one. Another one is the Fiverr Pro catalog. So this is another great place for you to be ranked, and you just need to go, the buyers are going here in the Fiverr Pro catalog, and they have changed it again. So they're changing all the time. They're testing the landing page. So right now, I'm not very happy because they have the social media, but it used to be right in the first place. So let's say we go into the social media here and see what happens. So you can see I'm currently on the 2nd place, which is really good because it gives me a strong visibility. And you can also see there are only 126 pro freelancers in this category, meaning that you're competing with only 126 people versus when you go into the social media marketing, you're going to see 82,000 and more results, right? So of course they can be multiple gigs, but still it's a lot more than 126, right? That's one place. The second place is that you can go into the full catalog. Full catalog is going to show you the gigs, and here you can see I'm also on the first, basically on the 2nd to 3rd, on the 4th line here. Right now Fiverr doesn't have the ads here, it's not showing, but I think they will do it soon. So, and we will see the same. They will offer probably for pro gigs the possibility to be also ranked in the promoted gigs. So they're going to be adding ads here as well. I think this is just a normal change. It's just a matter of time when they're going to do it, but they will do it for sure. Okay, so we have 2 places there. The same we can try to do Instagram growth, for example. So here, which is interesting, I'm actually ranked here on the Instagram growth, and you can see I'm in the 2nd line here. Let's do Instagram growth, so it's the same. So interesting how that works, and that can be, you know, it can be a pro catalog has a little bit smarter search, because you can also see Fiverr sort of their landing page. Sometimes you could see like an outdated landing page in some places, right? So they probably are using the same like older algorithm for ranking gigs, and then in the pro category here they're using a newer one. So that's just my observations, but that's what I can see, because we can see that I'm ranked for Instagram growth and for Instagram growth on the same place, which is good. Okay, so those are the places, and then we can also here add the keyword as well, because we can also get ranked on the keyword. Now let's take a look at another place. So another place is the Fiverr AI. Fiverr AI is their AI where you have basically a recommendation from AI chatbot. So if you go into your messages here, you will see the Fiverr AI chatbot. People can ask questions, people can you know, just ask what they're looking for, and then eventually Fiverr AI will scan all the marketplace and send you the recommendation. Honestly, I haven't seen really a major impact. This is something new. They're trying to push this in their new program. Like right now, if you are on Fiverr, you've probably seen that they're releasing now these ways for you to be ranked, and this is one of the ways, Neo, as they have. You will be able to, you know, okay, so we have the video. You'll be able to rank and get more orders by this AI. I'm not sure, because when it just released, it wasn't really working as well. And right now, I think they have definitely improved it, but still, I don't see, maybe it can be because people are mostly still, they want to kind of like go and look at the sellers, what they do. They are not really using, I think, AI as much to find the service. I think it's becoming a trend, but on Fiverr it's still very new. And then of course we have in the new release, we have other places how you can be found, and you can be found by the professions. This is something that they are currently trying to push more, so they will showcase your profession, they will showcase your portfolio. You can also add your hourly rates, which I think is not ideal. I'm not really happy that Fiverr is going in this direction where they are going to be offering the hourly rates, because then what happens, the buyer will be like, hey, I'll just pay you 1 hour, can you go and fix this? And then if you think about this, like, you know, doing something on social media, let's say they pay you for 1 hour, okay, my hourly rate is going to be probably higher, and I will charge, let's say, $100, right? For $100, they'll pay me to do some, let's say, answer comments, you know, which I don't do, but they can maybe say, and they will pay for my time. They can pay maybe like 5 times less to someone who will do the same. And then when answering comments, as you know, there is not much really expertise there. Of course, you know, you can do many things differently, but still, it's just one task which you need to do. There is no ways how you do this task. It's just answer comments, you know, with emojis, with like, thank you for your comment. So of course, they're not going to go with me. They're not going to pay $100 for this task. They're going to go with someone who is going to charge a lot less, because their goal is to be able to get this job done, right? But when they're going to me and asking to create, let's say, content, to do something like with Instagram, growing their Instagram, coming up with strategies, of course, then my expertise is valued a lot more, because I do provide my guidance, expertise, I do provide my, you know, personal touch into this, and I have my own methods, which are valued a lot more, right? So other sellers may be not able to do that because they don't know these systems, they don't have a certain infrastructure in place. So then that makes sense. But for things like maybe researching hashtags, right? I mean, they're not going to pay $100 to me to do that, and I will not charge them because I think it's crazy. But they will find someone who's cheaper to do that. So not sure how this is going to impact, but yeah, that's what Fiverr is going to in the direction. So we'll see. We just need to see it with the time. That's why I encourage you to, you know, to grow your Fiverr journey, but also grow your personal brand. And that's why I also started documenting my entire journey on Twitter, which is X, and I do encourage you to check out my X profile, link in description, link as well in the first comment, and feel free to send me a message, because I'm documenting my journey on a daily basis on X, showing you what's possible, showing you my success and failure as well, what's not working, what's working well. So feel free to follow my journey, and if you have any questions, you can text me here on X, since this is my platform for the remaining of 2024 for sure. I like the format because I can be efficient, I can provide tips. So let's see how it goes. But if you are on X, Twitter, please do consider checking out my profile. So guys, let me know your thoughts about this, and what, you know, your opinion, how your gigs are doing well or not, and I will try my best to help you as well, but this is how the current situation is looking like on Fiverr. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be back, and see you in the next video.